Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today, Emmerdale, Callum's tragic death in hospital shocks the village. Emmerdale fans have been left absolutely heartbroken after the latest episode delivered one of the soap's most emotional twists in months, the shocking death of Callum Matthews. What began as a tense storyline full of secrets and revenge has ended in pure tragedy, leaving characters and viewers reeling alike. The chilling final moments of Thursday's episode saw Callum take his last breath in hospital, surrounded by medical staff but with no family by his side. It's a painful end for a man who, despite his many wrongdoings, had recently begun showing signs of remorse and vulnerability. Now, his unexpected death is set to send massive shockwaves through the village, especially for those who were directly or indirectly involved in his downfall. A dark past catches up with him. Callum's journey in Emmerdale has been a roller coaster of crime, obsession, and emotional turmoil. From his involvement in kidnapping and blackmail plots to his complicated connection with several villagers, Callum's presence has always carried tension. However, in recent weeks, fans had started to see a different side of him, a broken man struggling with guilt and desperation to start fresh. Unfortunately, fate had other plans. In Wednesday's episode, Callum was found unconscious after what appeared to be a brutal altercation. Emergency services rushed him to Houghton General Hospital, where doctors fought to stabilize him. The nature of his injuries was left a mystery until tonight's heartbreaking episode revealed the full extent, internal bleeding and head trauma that left him fighting for his life. Despite the efforts of the medical team, Callum's condition deteriorated rapidly, and viewers watched in silence as monitors beeped their final tones. His official time of death marked the end of a controversial yet unforgettable character. A village in shock. As the news spread across the Dales, residents were left stunned. For some, Callum's death was a grim relief, the closing chapter of a man who brought chaos and pain. But for others, it was a reminder of how violence and vengeance can destroy lives. Charity Dingle was one of the first to hear the news. Having crossed paths with Callum during his darker days, she was visibly shaken, whispering, "No one deserves to go out like that." Meanwhile, Mackenzie tried to process the event in silence, burdened by his own guilt over past confrontations with Callum. Their emotional reactions suggest there's much more to this story than what we've seen so far. In the cafe, Chaz and Patty discussed the tragedy, with Chaz commenting, "For all his sins, he was still a human being. You can't help but feel sorry for the lad." It's clear that while Callum's past can't be forgiven easily, his death has struck a deep emotional chord throughout Emmerdale. Who's to blame? As always in Emmerdale, no death comes without questions, and Callum's passing is no different. Police have reportedly launched an investigation into the events leading up to his hospitalization. Early reports suggest that his injuries weren't accidental, leading to speculation that foul play might have been involved. Viewers are already buzzing online, debating possible suspects. Could someone in the village have gone too far? Did Callum's criminal history finally catch up with him in a deadly way? Or was this truly a tragic accident brought on by his own reckless behavior? Detective D.S. Carter has been seen in upcoming preview clips speaking with several villagers, including Mac, Aaron, and Charity. His stern demeanor hints that the investigation will uncover explosive secrets, and that Callum's death could trigger a domino effect of revelations in the coming weeks. A redemption story cut short. What makes Callum's death especially devastating is the timing. In recent episodes, fans saw him attempt to make amends with those he'd hurt. He reached out to offer an apology to Ryan and even hinted at wanting to leave the Dales for good, starting a new life away from crime. But now, those plans will never come to pass. In one of his final scenes before the attack, Callum was heard saying, "I've done terrible things, but maybe there's still time to change." That haunting line now takes on a tragic new meaning, as his chance for redemption has been cruelly taken away. Fan reactions pour in. Social media exploded moments after the episode aired. Fans took to X, formerly Twitter, to share their heartbreak and shock. "I can't believe Callum's gone. He was finally turning his life around," loudly crying face #Emmerdale. "Did not expect that ending. Emmerdale really hit us hard tonight, broken heart #RIP Callum. Whoever did this to Callum, I hope they get what's coming. Justice needs to be served." #Emmerdale drama. It's clear that, love him or hate him, Callum left a lasting impression. His complex character arc, torn between villainy and redemption, will be remembered as one of the most layered stories in Emmerdale this year. What happens next? In next week's episodes, the fallout from Callum's death will dominate the village. Police investigations will intensify, and secrets long buried may finally surface. Mackenzie's guilt, Charity's unease, and Aaron's silence are all set to come under scrutiny. Meanwhile, whispers suggest that Callum's death could connect to an even larger storyline, one that ties into Emmerdale's upcoming winter episodes. Could his passing expose a hidden conspiracy or bring a shocking confession from one of the villagers? Only time will tell. A heartbreaking goodbye. As the credits rolled on tonight's episode, viewers were treated to a somber montage of Callum's key moments, from his earliest appearances to his final hospital scene. The haunting soundtrack and slow fade to black served as a fitting tribute to a man who was both a sinner and a survivor. Callum Matthews may be gone, but his death will leave deep scars on Emmerdale. His story reminds us that in the Dales, no one is ever truly innocent, and every action, good or bad, comes with a price.